Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially live. Okay, today's meeting we have Bong Dara, Michaela, Bong Pumian, and Bong Sapan. So say hello to each other, and then I'm going to go over what the meeting's agenda. So let me go over the agenda. Our agenda is two agenda we're trying to do. Just tell us your name, what your company you associate with, and how you associate with 802. And then Michaela will step in to talk about why she needs the advisory board. And then second, we're going to talk about how is the contribution, the fundraising when it comes to monetary, how the finance being processed, where's it go, and how it's going to get to Michaela. How does Michaela stay transparency? What documentation she's going to go ahead and turn over to that process. So that's in case people have questions when it comes to donation and stuff like that, or contribution, monetary contribution. Okay, so that's what the meeting's about. Michaela's, why don't we start with, let's go ahead and start with Michaela. Just say your name, your company, and that's it. And then we go around and then we'll go back to you and tell us why you need advisory board. Michaela, go start with you.
Yes. My name is Michaela. Everyone calls me Love. We need an advisory board because we really honor your involvement, and we would like it to be long term. And I think that all of you are just so valuable to Lovely Hearts NGO, and so I would like to have like an official title of involvement for you all. So that was what I'm hoping for.
Bong Dara, let's go with you.
Presentation, yes. ខ្ញុំឈ្មោះមិនខ្ញុំត្រូវនិយាយពីអីឥឡូវហ្នឹងនិយាយពីខ្លួនឯងយ៉ាងម៉េច
Just introduce Bong, just introduce yourself, what company, what you have your own self business and how you involved with 802.
ខ្ញុំនិយាយជាខ្មែរណាខ្ញុំនិយាយជាអង់គ្លេស My name
translate.
My name is Darachan. I'm an activist. I'm living now in France, immigrant from Ukraine. I'm very glad to join with you in this NGO. So I will do as possible. Sorry for my poor English.
Thank you so much, Bong.
Let me fill it in for Bong Dara.
Getting better every day.
Bong Dara, let me fill it in for Bong Dara. Bong Dara is an 802 brand director. So anytime we have artistic, graphic, designing, logo, it have to go through Bong Dara to make sure the brand is being approved by him. So he also do his own work. He's a master painter and he's also a master in Taekwondo. So self-defense. So okay, let's go with Bong Sapan. Tell us about yourself and what company and how you associate with 802.
I'm Sapan, talking to you from Harrisburg. It's the capital city of Pennsylvania, and I'm not far from Christopher. Christopher is Pittsburgh. About 3 hours.
3 hours.
And I just came back from a very long trip in Cambodia and Thailand with a company of 3,100 people, and visiting Cambodia 2 weeks.
Wow.
And Bangkok for 10 days. So almost a month plus commuting time, it's very far away. So long commute there and coming back about 1 month. I just got back last night, full of energy. Woke up at 6 a.m.
Rejuvenated.
I still feel like I'm in Cambodia. I still feel the traffic, people working so hard. I mean, they wake up, so much noise. Here it's so relaxing. I look at outside, it's peaceful. I live by the mountain, quiet, cool place. But my energy is so upbeat, like, and it's still in Bangkok. Bangkok's also a big city in Thailand. So much going on. And with the big super trip, I'm sorry, I have to tell you a little bit. Over 3,000 people is a lot of energy, high energy. And it's the best cream of the crop, mover and shakers. These are the top of the top. Okay?
Yes.
So much energy and ready to conquer the world. I came back. My husband made food for me last night. And this morning I said, I got to jump on this call. He said, you just got back. I said, I know. You can't miss
we
this. But
Bong,
I'm
we are
excited to be a part of 802. Not too long ago, found Christopher through another friend, right? Sapan. He's a host of the big talk show. I'm looking for someone who's willing to talk big because everybody talks so small. You know, the room is big. So I connect with Christopher through Sapan. High
Not
energy,
us.
right? Leadership. And because I see a lot of opportunity, right? I'm associated with him because I see I can help him. His mission is my mission too, building my empire. I used to use this word a lot, and people make fun of me. It's like, who are you? Who do you think you are? Well, I'm full of dream. I survived the communists. I survived the killing, the starvation. Why not now? Everything's magical, right? Everything you could joke on, right? We call this. We live in a magical time and place. We can get anything. Machine do all the clothes for you. The rice. Machine cook rice for us. I mean, you can go on, right? I don't know why people struggle today, but I'm sorry, I get off track.
Now you have to do in Khmer for Bong Dara.
No, I understand. I understand.
Yes, easy.
Well,
So,
first of
I love that.
Suppose speak English, I can understand. But Christopher, I cannot understand. All.
yes,
Well, we're happy. We're happy to have you back safely, Bong.
Yes, and I see On Pimian did so much, and she's an inspiration. I met her. I interviewed her a long time ago. You know, I look up to people like her, and now Michaela. I mean, this is all. We are very blessed to be survived today. There's so much.
We're a group. We're a big group.
Yes.
Yes.
Start with a dream.
We couldn't do anything without our team, so it's all about working together to achieve it.
What are the three things we're doing, Michaela? What are the three things we're doing?
You can do anything you want right
Unification,
collaborating,
cooperation,
inspiration. Yeah. Sorry,
what is our end result?
I said them in the wrong order. But
what's the end result we're trying to do?
Rebuild the great Khmer Empire.
Look at my title. Do you see that? As I said, it said that as it said, success meet with preparation and opportunity. You heard of that? All my life I've been preparing for this. You know, preparing for this like one day.
So Michaela is I'm very impressed with Michaela. She's been a great student of mine. I asked her to take her under my wings, to guide her, to mentor her, and she meet and exceed my expectation just the last 2 weeks, right, Michaela?
That's so nice. Yes.
So I think she's ready to take flight on her own, and she might graduate before the 3 months tryout. I told her, let me do a 3-month tryout. But I think she's doing such an amazing job. She's, I'm so impressed with her ability to adopt and ability to follow and to be guided, to be mentor. A lot of people fight back when they're trying to do that, but she's really committed, and I'm so happy that I took an opportunity and take this chance with her. But I am so blessed, and I'm extremely happy that I took that chance with her. So
thank you so much.
Yes. So, for us to come together and really support her, and give her the blessing, to give her that double sword of authority, of ceremony, validation for her, I think she's going to do great things for the Khmer children around the world. And not only that, she's going to be cooperating with Bong Pimian. Bong Pimian would be our big sister. And then we're going to go ahead and grow maybe 100 more schools under Bong Pimian. But Michaela is going to play a big part of that as well. And however those two decide to grow and expand, I'll be here, and us 802 will be here to support them. So, and I did give you guys a summary of what it is. What the end goal we're trying to do is to discover the gift and to be ready to be given away. And that gift represent our happiness, our enjoyment, and a fulfilling life. So our goal is to take that, to discover that, to live it, and now we're ready to give it away through our nonprofit organization. That will be Michaela and Bong Pimian, and we're going to do everything in our power to raise funds and find contribution partner to take one child or take one family to do good, to take under wing, and I guess the word she used is sponsorship or ambassador, and stuff like that. So this is This is
Yeah.
amazing, you know, and we have some big plan. So, but anyway, before we forget, Bong Pimian, why don't you go ahead and tell us your name, your company, and then how do you associate with 802? And then we'll come back to Michaela and Michaela will tell us why she needs the advisory board.
អូខេជម្រាបសួរម្ដងទៀតបងសុខសប្បាយ
Sure.
ចាខ្ញុំឈ្មោះនួនភីមាន my name ភីមាន I'm the founder of People Improvement Organization in Cambodia. Usually all the people call PIO, so a lot of people here know PIO, so the shortcut People Improvement. So I found this PIO in 2002. Until now, over 20 years. So this month we celebrate 21 years for PIO. It's so like it's like yesterday, but it's like a dream. So why I start PIO? Because I see the kid that the opportunity to change their life is education. So I built a school on the ground in 2002 because I want to help the kid out of the downside. So no more kids working on the street, so they can go to school, get education, get a job, and they can live in a better life through education. So I was so happy so that I chose this path to help 1,000 children as well as their family get out of the downside and the poverty. I know how important education that can change this kid life. So far, since I start until now, we have more than 10,000 children. So nowadays, I have a 2 buildings from kindergarten to grade 12. So I build another building now, almost finished. So we're waiting some more supporter to help. So we are due for the high school. So because my school, before I teach until grade 9, and from grade 10 to grade 12, I sent to public school. But when they go to public school, they drop off because they could not afford, because they need to pay all kinds of stuff. Like more of subject, the teacher had copy, so copy the lesson and sell to the students. So the student could not afford. They had to stop and go to work. So that's why I spend so much, spend a lot of energy, and we pay everything. You know, the kids come to my school free of charge, even provide food. So they don't need to pay anything. So that's why I feel so sad. So I need to build another school to bring them until grade 12. So we don't want to send them to high school, to public school. So my dream almost come true now. We will, I hope some supporter will help. I just need another 100,000 to finish, to complete the building. So we can have the ceremony in July, something around this year. So my life was changed when I meet the kid on the street. Because I used to work with the United Nations, I never think about what the life of this poor kid. Because I saw the street kid, they beg on the street, they do suiciding, they just sell a newspaper, but more of them they begging for money and buy food. So when the kid tell me they want to go to school, so I quit my job from the United Nations and start People Improvement to help them out. So I'm so happy that I can see so many children can finish school and they get a good job. So I also not only provide education, but I also give skill training. So we do 1 year. So each training, like a dressmaking and beauty salon. After 1 year, I find them a job. But for 2 months internship. So like when they finish 10 months, and then 2 months, I put them some place to work. So most of the girls, they got a job right away after finish the training for 1 year. So this also helped them a lot. Because a lot of these women, they are uneducated. They cannot study general education. So we have to train them a skill. Because like some of the girls come to my school, they already 12 years and they just start kindergarten. They cannot finish grade 12. So by the time they grade 5, they already 20-year-old, 18, 19, 20. So they cannot continue. So we at least they can read and write, but I train them a skill. So thank you, Chris, for all the connection, and hopefully we can work together. I believe that together we can change the world of the children's life.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Bong, I am so grateful that you chose this path. You have earned every recognition, earned every fundraising, earned every contribution, every corner from the around the world. I'm so glad that you did it, and I'm more than happy to get all the Khmer leaders around the world to come and know about you, and not only know about you, Bong. I want them to be involved in any way, shape, or form, and that's the reason why I
Thank
asked you
you.
to be Michaela's big sister, and then Michaela will help you grow and expand every single city in Cambodia, and hopefully, we can also build it to globally as well.
Thank you.
Sari ma với nhá.
Hi, hi, Bong Bong.
Perfect timing.
I
Yes, and it's
know.
no
Hi, Bong
noise.
Bong.
No
It's his
noise.
turn. It's Saray, just a very short version of you. Probably give me like a 5 minute, maybe a 3 minute version of who you are with Lovely Heart, and how did just a little bit of your title, your company, and how did you start it?
Okay, so hi, I am Sari. I am uh, director of Lovely Heart. Sorry to say that, but for the position, I don't really mind, but I'm so happy to work for my community. Um, I want to see my community has great education. So I want to my young generation more creative in mind, and it's like artwork like Bong no Ukraine, but we can more art like artwork like creative in do not do only um, like painting. We can do like design, architect, sculpture, pottery, um, many type of art too. So I hope in one day my student can display the artwork in the US or in France or in Europe or in Australia one day. That is how to connection from Bong Tieng Orkney to supporters, um, like to support our student to have opportunity to display in many gallery or hall in your country. So I want my student can see the world like me.
Thank you, Saray, and it is possible through all of our hard work and our connection and our caring. It's possible, but it's not going to be
Yes.
easy. We have to stick together. We're going to run through obstacle. We're going to run into challenges. A lot of people will give up, but I can promise you, I'm not that type of person. The more you doubt me, the more it motivate me.
Yeah, same here.
So you're
Yep.
on the right connection. So Michaela, tell us why should myself, Bong Pimian, Bong Sapan, and Bong Dara become a part of your advisory board? Tell us why.
So first, I want to say that we have two different boards. We have the board of executives, and we also have the advisory board. So right now, currently, we have three people on our board of directors. Myself, Bangsari, and also On Malis. who is our financial advisor. We are hoping to grow our board of directors, but of course, we also would like to have our team of advisory board. So there's roles in both, and it just depends on your level of involvement. But we absolutely want you involved no matter what. I'm just so honored to even be on this recording with everyone. I respect you all so much. And, you know, I feel that we're just such an amazing team together already. And I'm just so honored to be involved. I can just see that we really are going to rebuild the Khmer Empire. And I'm very, very excited about it, to be honest. I've been telling people this for 6 years since I've been going to Cambodia. And, you know, just seeing people with that drive and that ambition is just so encouraging to me. So I just want to say thank you so much.
No, thank you, Michaela, for all the love. So what is it
Of
that, what are the
course.
things that I was telling you about? I see love, I see kindness, I see compassion, I see understanding, I see acceptance, and then that alone that will overcome any ripples on the pond, ripples in the ponds, any distraction that you have, any turbulence in your flight. I will, because of your inexperience and because of your starting and you get overwhelmed, excited, I take that
I do.
passion over all that at any time. And that's why I asked to be your guide, and that's why I asked you to be your mentor. With your permission, you allowed me to do that. So I'm excited
And
and
I've
extremely
learned
happy
so.
to take you on. So, and
Thank
you're doing an
you.
amazing job, and I'm very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
That's
You know, I
amazing.
have to say, it would not come to life though without Sari's involvement. He's just so motivated and constantly working and constantly just doing as much as he possibly can. And, you know, so I'm also just so honored to be working with him. I just trust him fully. And I know that we're just a very good partnership for Lovely Hearts. And, you know, without all of you, I just feel that we're just so perfect for lifting it off the floor and, you know, getting the right participation and volunteers. It's so exciting to me.
So as for me, my hands up. I'll be your whatever position you want me to be. I'll be there to guide you, to help
Aw,
you, board advisory. So I'm in. I'm the first one to say yes. Anybody else?
Me too.
yay.
I want to say, oh, sorry. I want to say something about art, about brothers Sari talk. So I can help because I have a good experience with teaching of art. I have more than 28 years, 29 years teach the student from 6 year till 18, 14 years old, 18 and 19 years old. So, Sari, you can make contact with me because now I cannot go to Cambodia till the end of the war. I will come back to Ukraine first to see my family, to see my children, and then I will think about it. Yes, I have a plan to go to Cambodia, but I have been in Cambodia in 2020. Then I want to take my children to visit Cambodia, but the COVID began, so I stopped it. Then I think after COVID I will go, but the war start, and I immigrate with my wife and my daughter to France. But my daughter, she doesn't like France. She went back to Ukraine. Now she's living in Ukraine. But every day the rocket is fall down. Yesterday too, after yesterday, so I'm very worried about this. So, Sari, you please get in touch with me by Facebook or by something. And if I have a free time, we must talk, and I will teach online in this time.
Right.
Mikhailo, okay?
Yes.
I will do, how can I say, as possible to my knowledge. I can do it with my art.
Very appreciate
Thank
it,
you
Bong.
so much.
Very
Thank
appreciate.
you.
Yeah,
That's
thank
good,
But if
you.
I
Bong.
will go there, we can open the branch of Taekwondo. I have experience too.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yay.
Yes, I am the master. I am the black belt 7 dance is a great. It's the high dan in France. Nobody is the same as me. In Cambodia, yes, the has 2 people. The Mr. Kaurami, the Minister of Human Rights, he's very good. He's very friends with me. This is the president of Federation, Cambodian Federation. We will contact with them. They will help us to open this branch, and I will do the instructor, the teacher. Michaela will help me to do it, to open the, how can I say, the sport hall, or okay.
Right.
That's good idea.
Yay.
I also have a art class for the student at PAO. But
Okay.
right now, yeah, we plan also to do more for the kids who have talents. So okay, if you can teach online, also will be good.
Yes, you can get in touch with me by my Facebook. I'm the friend of my colleague Christopher. You can add it.
Will
Okay.
do.
Yes.
Will do.
Okay.
How
And
exciting.
Taekwondo also good for the student at PAO.
Mhm.
Yes.
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 And I put soccer program together there. We'll start a United We Play Soccer League in Cambodia too.
By the way, I am the founder of Naga Club in Ukraine. I'm the first in my region, key region. I'm the first instructor who opened it. Now I have more than 11 teacher, 11 trainer who
Wow.
I am the leadership, and all of them, they have more than 100 students. So I have maybe 10 or more than 10,000 Taekwondo students in my region.
Well,
That's
Look at
amazing.
that. Look
so
at that.
Naga World is the company you found?
Naga?
Naga
No,
World.
no. Naga Club. Naga Club. My club calls Naga.
อันนี้สองมาไม่มีคน Naga World ได้สิ่งอะไรกัน
No, I heard about Naga World, but I'm not. I'm not.
Naga World there.
I have no relation with them.
We'll buy them. We'll buy them out.
All Chinese people.
We'll purchase them out. We'll purchase them.
So,
That's why I said through finance and business. That's how we're gonna take. That's how we're gonna rebuild the Great Khmer Empire.
So Michaela, I always want to start out as a volunteer to see if I'm able to help, right? Until we get to know each other first.
Absolutely.
Right? Until we got to get to know each other, because most of the time there's the roadblock, the separation between.
Absolutely.
Sometimes the person next door to you help you, but the stranger from another part of the world can understand you, can work with you. So get to know each other first.
Exactly.
As a volunteer, I would love to be able to help, right? Because coming from the U.S., I work with the best. So anything possible, but the separation, again, the disconnect is mindset. You have to see it. You have to see, what do you call Christopher? If your mind can conceive it, believe it, you can achieve it. So most of the time, it's a mindset. Okay.
Exactly.
In Khmer, mong là a way that you okay, mean vision. They said a dream can come true if we have the courage to pursue.
I see.
Most of us, they don't, and most of the time the people do not lack of talent, education, skill. They don't lack of any of those. You know what we lack of? Vision. But anytime you move right, Michaela? And most of us, that's our weakness. We don't have the vision. We see things with our eyes, like we don't have vision, long-term vision. So that's the part that separates us from what we want to achieve. So until we get to know each other.
And that's what we're doing, Bob. Have a vision, and now we're taking action.
Right, taking action. Okay, we show each other the way.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's the challenge we're working on right now. And America has everything, but there's still a lot of poverty in the U.S. Not just Cambodia. In America, a lot of homelessness.
So, Michaela, you have one
I
volunteer.
actually help out. I'm on the board. Oh, yes. I want to also mention though, I'm on the board of the Oceanside Homeless Resources, Love on the Ground, which helps out the homeless, California. And I'm also on the board for Bless Our Neighbors, which helps out the homeless in Skid Row. So yeah, I like to, my background, I have my master's in social work. So I like to help as many people as I can.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Hat.
Wonderful.
Amazing. So,
So,
can I ask you a question? May I ask Michaela, why are you so passionate about helping Cambodian? And wait, are you Cambodian? Are you half Cambodian or something?
No, I actually help out a lot of different places, but I'm just very passionate about Cambodia because I love Cambodia and I love the culture. I love being here. I love just the friendliness. I love the community. I love that people value giving back and helping others and that everyone looks out for each other. I love that.
And because you're working for an NGO,
But I'm
right?
not Khmer at all.
Yeah. You're
What?
not married. You're not married to
What'd you say?
Khmer. Your husband is not Cambodian either.
No, I'm not. No.
I was just wondering why you're so passionate because I talked to at least thousands of people. Nobody
Just
passionate
not
like
yet.
you, right? I talked to a lot of Cambodian
Nicola
people.
say, just not
I
yet,
mean, like
right?
you're so like you're so strange. Why you care so much? They're like, well, I mean, I worked with a company to help a Cambodian. Why not us, right? People are helping our Cambodian. Why not us?
I always hear that question. Yeah, that I feel like that's the first question from any Americans is like, why Cambodia? And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, actually, I've been helping for about 16 years in America, Mexico. I've been like kind of around the world a little bit. So I've also been to the Philippines. I've helped Feeding Change Philippines and Project Pearls. So it's not that I only help Cambodia. It's that I'm passionate about helping everyone, but I just love Cambodia. I consider Cambodia my home.
Wonderful. So we
good.
appreciate your love, and then because of your passion and your same because of the same mission, building great Khmer Empire. I'm in. I promise.
Yes.
There's a lot of solution. Like John Lennon said.
Absolutely.
John Lennon said, "There is no problem,
Yes.
only solution." You believe that?
so may I add that Michaela
I
is the
did.
second coming of Angela Jody. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Angela
She's the
Jolie?
second coming of Angela Jolie.
Oh, the movie star.
Yes.
Oh wow!
Right?
She's.
But I just want to keep the focus on, helping the kids and everything. That's what's important to me. I can
Yes,
be in the back.
wonderful.
Yes.
All right, so
My passion is children and elderly.
we're going over.
Mhm.
So we're gonna take the next 5 to 6 to 7 minutes to talk about the contribution fundraising when it comes to monetary contribution. How is the finance being processed? Because when people donate or when people contribute money, people want to know what happened to their money, and people are gonna question your if you're legit. So we're gonna make this as legit as possible, and that's where Bong Pimian comes in. Bong, what can we do to make it as legit as possible? How does the finance processing should flow? So what do we have to do to make sure that the question is being answered and the documentation is being provided to those that are in doubt?
Okay, thank you for question. I think it's easy when the fund transfer. We have all this record in the bank, and what we spend, we have the receipt, and you see the project. So it's no question. If you have a receipt to show, and the project you do, and all this invoice if you buy from the, I know it's some place is no company name, but at least everything also in the bill and the receipt. So if you show everything like that, I don't think it's the question. And if you send the money, if there is no project, that is the question. Example, you said, okay, I raise money to build a school, but you come, you not see the school. So it's the big question. But if you come, you see the school built, how the question? I mean, like all this spend.
Transparency sounds great.
Yes, and that's what we want is to
Exactly.
show our contributor and fundraiser the transparency, the honesty, reliability, dependability, and we take accountability. So this is the reason why I asked Bong Pimin to be the big sister. So what I was thinking was, let me know if you disagree, that we have to set up an app. It could be Western Union. It could go through a bank. It will go through Bong Pimin, PIO, bank account, or whatever we can accept. Perhaps maybe we could do it for the first 3 months. And then after 3 months, if Michaela's and Lovely Heart have that transparency and build that trust already, then we would allow them to take flight on their own to create the whole process like what Bong Pimian doing, and then they would just fly on solo. But for the first 3 months, what can we do to set this up, Bong? I mean, is this something that we have to use Western Union? Do we have to use, what are the process in banking? Can you explain it to me from Cambodian?
PAO have an account in national bank in the state, so you can send to the bank in the state if you have a donor in US. But in another country, you can send. I have a Maybank in Cambodia, but now it's easy to transfer, not like before. So Western or it's expensive. Like I also set up PayPal in website, so that is for small donation. If big donation from more than example 5,000 or even 2,000, so just transfer to the bank because PayPal it charge more. So I have a account for people improvement in the state, so I can send you the bank account. So when we get the money and can transfer from the bank account in US to bank account PAO in Cambodia.
So is that something okay with you, Love, Michaela?
I
Is that something that we could set
don't
up
really
under
know
the,
if I'm comfortable with that. Only because I'm not sure how we would distinguish which funds were going to PIO versus which were intended for Lovely Hearts. So that's why we have our NGO ABA account. And I actually have no access to that account at all. But I was hoping that what we could do is when we do receive our funds, we're sending all of our bank receipts every month to Bong Pamin, and she is able to kind of guide us along the lines and see how the progress is going, so that she's able to kind of help us guide us where the money would go. Like for example, if we're having 3 teachers that month, then she's the one that's approving the process. Like, okay, this money is for the teachers, this money is for this workshop, this money is for our art program. I was hoping that what we could do is just be very transparent about it, and that she would have the records in our basically like the ABA bank log. But I'm not
Bong?
sure. That's just like a question. I'm wondering if you guys think that that's the best.
Bong?
Because I actually have no access to the account at all.
Bong, let
So
me ask you a
I
question.
understand what Michaela try to say. She one example, if Chris, you do fundraising or people donate to Lovely Heart, so can send direct to her Lovely Heart bank account ABA in Cambodia. That's what I understand, because you don't want send to PAO and then PAO send to her NGO. So I think that what Michaela, she not agree, so she want to send direct to her NGO ABA account.
Well, actually, I
her,
also think that on certain fundraising events, I think that both PIO as well as Lovely Hearts will be fundraising for both. So I think
Yeah.
there are certain situations when we are fundraising for both that we're just being absolutely transparent with everyone. And, that's something that we all agree on for certain fundraising. So that's how we would set it up for an exact fundraising event. But for example, like we have a fundraising event tomorrow, and, people are going to be donating directly to the ABA account. And I think
Okay.
that if I were considering donating, contributing, but if I were just somebody who's walking into this event and I considered contributing, I would be a little bit concerned if I were donating directly to PIO when the intended money is for Lovely Hearts. So
Yeah,
that's
I
why when we
agree.
have so when we have the ABA account, it says it's by the QR code is made with the bank. They're actually extremely strict. It took about, I want to say, maybe 9 days for us to set up the bank account and the QR code, because they're very, very strict. They'll go to our campus. They check that our classrooms exist, our school exists. They check all of our background information. But at the end of the day, I'm not sure if it's, I think Sari might know a little bit more of the process because he was a little bit more involved in it than I was, because they only allow the executive director and they only allow the financial advisor to be on a bank account. So even though I'm listed, I actually don't have any access to the account at all.
Yeah, I
Which is fine. I
agree.
don't do finances anyways.
If I agree with your suggest. So if you do fundraising for Lovely Heart, so yeah, go the right people will donate to Lovely Heart project. So PAO also have a bank account with ABA. So it's not
All right.
easy to get. We have to give all the document, everything. So anyway, yeah, now in Cambodia, more people use ABA. It's more than any account because easy to touch or transfer money.
So there's two parts I'd like to address.
Yeah.
Two part mean there are Michaela's and Lovely Heart doing fundraising themselves, then I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Part two, if 802 co-founder and my connection do fundraising, contributing, then we want to make sure I would tell Bong Pimin, hey, this is for Lovely Heart. We'll make sure we tell Bong Pimin that this is going through you. You're going to keep track of this, and then you're going to talk to Michaela, and then you're going to fund the money to her when she need it. Okay?
Yes.
So there's two
Yeah.
parts to this. So anytime at 802 co-founder or any association, my connection that I give to you, then I would love this money to go through. So let's say I do fundraising on May 13. I'm able to raise, have resource, showed and shoot to send it to, then I send it to you directly. But if it's money, what I'm going to do is I say, well, give me your account, give me your Western Union, because I think I pay like $1 for every like 500, something like that, right? Which is nothing.
Yeah.
It's
right?
usually like $5 to $12 for every 500.
No, I only pay $1.99 because I
For
transfer
Western Union?
to I send to Grant to Satya. I think I only pay like maybe $8. That's it.
No, I think if
I think
transfer that maybe more, but even here in Cambodia, you transfer 500, you cost $1.50 for wing, that wing transfer or something. So from the state, I think 5 to 10 or something.
okay, yeah, we'll figure it out because when I go into Western Union, then they tell me if I use this, and this, it tell me different price. But I always use my Apple Pay, and Apple Pay is always the cheapest, right? So that's what I always select.
Oh,
But it's
maybe
connected to.
that's it. I've never used Apple Pay.
Okay. Well, like I said, we all still learning. We're all still exploring. So if any connection from our connection, 802 connection, I would love
Yes,
the
I
monetary
agree with you.
contribution to go to PIO. She'll control that money, and then whenever you need the money, you say, I need this for this, this is this. And so how much you need? Okay, you need 1,000. Boom, 1,000. Okay, now you're gonna go and say, okay, I got this done. Send it back to Bong Pimin. Boom, we're done. Right. So my goal is to do, like, for example, Go ahead.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm just wondering, like, how that would work, because I think with anyone like Bang Pamin running a school, there will constantly be, funds to be needed. So I'm wondering how we would do that in a fair way, where there's always an agreed upon like amount being donated.
100% to you. If I said this money is for lovely heart, she have to give you 100%. There's no, she will not
Oh,
ask for
okay.
any.
I'm understanding better. Okay, I was thinking more if you were, if 802 was raising funds for both PIO and Lovely Hearts, but you're saying if it's an intended fundraiser for Lovely Hearts
She
NGO.
have to give you 100% of that. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now,
Sorry, I misunderstood you.
after a certain point, we're gonna say, well, do you feel comfortable with Michaela's to take her own flight with the monetary contribution? If she said yes, and then now we're gonna ask for your Western Union, we're gonna ask for your bank account, and we're gonna set everything up. Then I will transfer everything directly to you.
Well,
When
I still don't do that because I'm not the finance person.
when I
So,
meant Sari and the
oh
financial
yeah.
staff. That's
Yeah.
what I meant. Not
Should
you.
be
Not you
the
directly.
designated person.
Yes.
Just want
Yes.
to clarify.
Yes. So that's what I've been thinking, just to make sure that if I'm getting people involved, it's people that trust me. And if my reputation's on the line, I just want to make sure I put my reputation with Bang Pi Min, and that's why I said I give you a 3-month tryout to see how it go. And like I said, I'm so impressed by your acceptance of my advice and my guidance. But there's still, when they come to money, sometimes it changes,
Yes.
right? So I want to make sure, I want to have Bang Pi Min, since Bang Pi Min is part of our 802 co-founder. We want to make sure, she's in the big picture. So she would be your big sister.
Yeah.
We'll transfer everything to, so like I said, even we do a 45-day tour, my goal is to tour every year between March, the end of March to the end of May, middle of May, for 45 days. And every country we go to, we're going to do fundraising on your behalf and on
So,
community behalf.
nakadaya sa susay lang siya.
Split, whatever it might be, 25. So I'm going to pick 4 nonprofit organizations. So every one of you guys will get 25%.
Wonderful.
Okay.
And
so
I know
that is
another one
something.
that will be involved, hopefully, Tiny Toons.
But you have to remember, our goal is to do this in 2015. Be our very first one, because I need time to put everything together, because I gotta get all the Khmer leaders to put all this event together, and all the vendor and all the business, all the vendor, all business partner to come in and do this big event, because we need at least 20 to 30 vendor to make it happen. We need the corporation, we need government, so that we can raise millions and millions of dollars to do this, and then on top of it, we're going to do fundraising, and people
Yeah.
would give the money. So this is the vision that I'm having for you guys. So, but when we do something that magnitude, we're talking about in millions of dollars, so this is not small money. It's just my t-shirt alone, in 7 years, I would love to raise like $10 million for you guys. So we're having big goals, and like I said, for us to change the world, to make an impact in the children, to rebuild the Khmer Empire, we have to start with the kids.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yes.
Like I said, if we don't have we're not on the same page, it's gonna be very different. So I'm very new. I'm trying to get to know everybody. I haven't been able to help anybody yet. People outside my network, because we don't understand each other yet. So I'm still learning about Chris. I'm learning about everybody. So we're talking about creating money tree, building Khmer Empire.
Build generational wealth and plan money tree. Through finance, through business.
I have not heard about wealth building, wealth creation, right? I'm coming from a place where people teach us how to build prosperity, right? Build wealth. But we're not taught to ask for money. Never. Okay. So I'm just wondering, how are we going to build Khmer Empire by asking for donation?
We're not asking for donation. we're doing fundraising. We're exchanging something of value.
Okay.
Okay. And contribution. And we'll build, let's say we build a school, you know, if you wanted to become a contribution partner and you wanted to take kids under your wings, or a family under your wings, or a project under your wings, then you become a contribution partners. Okay. Or adopt a, in this case, we don't like to use the word adopt. Okay. We use the word contribution partner, taking somebody under their wings. And just like myself, I have a family that took me, adopted me, and they didn't actually adopt me until I was 21 because they want me to carry their family name. Otherwise, I just want to honor that to them, and that's why I make the legal paper. I live with them since I was 12, but you know, it was my honoring them. So to raise, those are just one part, Bong.
Yeah. So
One
whatever
part is
works, I'm happy for you. Whatever
that's
works.
one part, Bong.
Yeah.
The way we're gonna do this is I've been talking to them. You can't count on fundraising. You cannot count on contributor. You gotta count on how do you build your
Make us
generation.
look very weak. Don't never ask people. Can I say something off my chest? I'm very disappointed. Someone told me, well, quite a few people, they said, Sapon, our Khmer culture
I can't hear you.
is,
Bong, she can't hear you.
I
I
can't
don't
hear
know.
you.
Bong,
I
can
don't know.
we
I can hear
Bong,
everybody.
Something
Can you hear me?
noisy.
can we kick you out and you kick back in?
Me?
Yeah, we're gonna kick you out for 1 second and then you come back in, okay?
Okay, you think the noise? Okay.
So that's coming from her, right?
And I do want to say
Go ahead, Michaela.
hello.
Yes.
Oh, just I want to say that my phone battery is a little bit low, so I just want to I don't want to
We'll
be
be
rude
done
if
in
I do
about less
get
than-
booted out. I'm
we'll
on
be-
12%.
We'll be done shortly. Yes. So I'm waiting for her to kick back in. So anyway, like she was saying, she's thinking only fundraising. That's not what we do. Like we said, we're doing how do we help you build generational wealth and plant a money tree is how do we put a business together for you where you can be self-sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to depend on if fundraising doesn't come in, you're not gonna fall and die, right? If the contribution doesn't come in, you're not gonna fall. So that's why I'm also interested in looking and exploring the building generational wealth and planning money tree. And that's another subject that we can discuss how and why. Right? So yes, so that was her concern
Exactly.
is how to do that. Okay. So she had a very legit question and all her question would be welcome. And that's what's all about this meeting. So I'm waiting for her come back in. So I wanted to answer a question. So isn't that what we're doing, everybody? Let me see if I can get her. Okay. Waiting for you, Bob. Waiting. Okay. Can you communicate? Anybody have Michaela's have a question or Sari have any question? Bong Pimin have a question. Bong Dara.
No,
It's okay.
it's okay.
So we just have to answer the question with her, right? So she had that question. Yeah. So let me call her real quick.
Great question too.
Yeah, that was a great question, but she had a lot of echo. I couldn't understand what she was saying, but you couldn't even hear her, right?
No, I couldn't hear I heard like the half of it.
Are you coming back in, Bong? We're waiting for you to answer your question. No, just click on the link. Click on the link, and then then I should see your joint, and then I will accept you. Okay, very good. We're waiting to answer your question, Bong. Okay, we love your question. Okay, she's coming back in. So as of now, you have one volunteer, right? So you have myself as your advisory board or whatever title you want to give me. I'll be there to support you and back you up. Oh, there she is.
Would you like to
She's
board of
back.
directors,
All right.
Chris?
I have
Well,
to
there was
come
the
in.
reason I have to kick you out because there was a lot of echo coming from
How
you,
about now?
and Michaela couldn't hear you.
Yes. How about now?
So we love your question. I would love you to repeat your question so we can answer you. Uh-oh. Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me now? I mean, is it noisy or is it
Echo's gone. You are clear.
Good.
Loud and clear.
So my challenges right now is dealing with so many people is the mindset. I'm coming from a place where we teach people to build wealth, create wealth for prosperity. Let me give you one concept that make everybody can understand. We say this: life. Okay, he's making noise. Can you hear me? We're teaching people life is a kitchen. Life is not a pie. Life is a kitchen. We need more people to get in the kitchen and bake more pie so we can share. But most people just want to fight over the piece of pie. That's the problem we have in the world. Poverty. You know, Makeda. So in the U.S., I mean, U.S. is one of the richest country, the superpower, but we have so much poverty because of that lack of understanding. Prosperity means. Prosperity
Is that sound ego again?
well
from me?
created. So when I hear the word donation contribution, you have to be partner with someone. You gotta roll up sleeve, get involved, get your own piece of pie, bake your own pie. You can have as many pie as you want. There's no need to ask for a piece of pie. That's a turn off.
Yes.
That would never solve poverty.
Mm-hmm.
I am passionate about teaching people about this wealth building concept. Okay, so I want you to understand where I'm coming from. And I promise if you understand that concept, you know, how to build prosperity, the world would be a much better place. Okay?
Yeah.
We need to teach that Cambodian. Right? I want to teach a lot of Cambodian in Cambodia. I interview so many people. People just enjoy vacation. I interview people. I work every time I take vacation in Cambodia. All their mindset is closed. All the minds are closed. I have no ability. I don't think I'm able to do that. There's no way. There's no dream. There's no spark in their heart, their mind. That's really painful for me. I said, no, I want you to know, do you want it or not? Don't talk about how. Talk about why. Why you want it. Nobody can tell me. Their mind shuts down. That's painful. It's very sad. As a leader, we got to open up their mind. Okay? Change their mindset. They are living in a very magical place and time. I told them I had to tell them my story where I came from, right? During the 1975, Chris is too small to know. Mom that I know, we survived in the worst time in human history. Now we see prosperity everywhere, even in Cambodia. And to hear Cambodians talk about closed mind, no possibility, no dream, it's unacceptable, right, Mom that I never teach them how to ask
I hope Bong come down to Cambodia again.
I just came and I wanted to go back soon. When it gets cold,
yeah.
I said,
why don't you give me a shout then?
It's like I wanted to see their spark, their dream, you know. Một con phái là bó, đã.
Ba.
Dương chị đã được ngót từ Cambodia mình lại ba cuộc ba. Came attend two conferences in Cambodia during my 2-week vacation all day as a VIP. Who's gonna do that? Because I see a lot of opportunity to help Cambodia, and then we just don't have leaders who help change the mindset. Very negative. So you know, everybody so much prosperity. Why you don't have any dream, right? So I want to hear more like create wealth. Okay.
Bong.
Yes.
I'm going to invite you back to talk about how do we change the mindset of Khmer people. Yeah. That's another subject matter. But
I'm so sorry, my phone is about to die. So if I
fine.
pop out,
we continue, okay? I'm telling you, there's so much going on right now, but we have the open mind to receive the prosperity.
Yes.
Absolutely. We're ready for
I
this.
work with global leaders.
Well,
Best
like I
advice in
said,
the
ខ្ញុំមក
industry.
កន្លែងខ្ញុំអាចមើលថាតើយើងអាចបដូរ mindset យ៉ាងម៉េចក្មេងដែលក្រីក្រវេទនាទៅថាសំបីតែយកលុយទៅបខំតាណេះមករៀនអត់រៀនទេចង់បានរើធ្វើម៉េចឲ្យតែបានលុយទិញម្ហូបហូបតែខ្ញុំអាចបដូរមនុស្សឲ្យមករៀនហើយឲ្យមនុស្សឈប់ដើររើសម្រាមឈប់ដើរសុំទានបានហើយឲ្យមនុស្សដូចកើតសាថ្មីអញ្ចឹងព្រោះម៉ែឪក្មេងៗហ្នឹងអត់ឲ្យទៅរៀនទេយ៉ាងណាគាត់ឲ្យទៅរៀនដែរព្រោះគាត់ត្រូវការហូបឥឡូវគាត់អត់អាចរងចាំ5ឆ្នាំ10ឆ្នាំទៀតចប់ទេអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំឆេងបានទាំងអស់រាប់ម៉ឺននាក់មកឈប់រើសម្រាមគឺខ្ញុំធ្វើបានឡើង 100% នេះ
ល្អមែនតើបងស្រីល្អ
សំភាសាណាសូម្បីអ្នកអាមេរិកក៏មានបញ្ហាដែរអត់អីទេប៉ុន្តែថា if you want to do more we have to open to change ពីអាគារគេថា there's always more room for improvement គេល្អហើយប៉ុន្តែអាចល្អច្រើនជាងនឹងទៀត1000ដង10000ដងអញ្ចឹងអ្នកបងលោកបងតារា
យើង improve មែនបង
ខ្ញុំវាអត់ទៅយល់ខាងបញ្ហាហ្នឹងព្រោះនៅសង្គមរបស់ខ្ញុំវាខុសពីអាហ្នឹងបន្តិចព្រោះខ្ញុំជួបតាក្នុងបញ្ហារបស់ខ្ញុំហ្នឹងវាអត់មានដល់តាហ្នឹងណាខ្ញុំគ្រាន់តែស្ដាប់ទេ
ចានិយាយថាអូនពីមានធ្វើអស់ចាគ្មានអ្នកណាធ្វើបានទេ
បាទខ្ញុំស្ដាប់គាត់ធ្វើល្អមែនតើបងស្រី
ចង់បានទៅទៀតត្រូវតែមានផ្លូវដើរវាមានច្រើនអញ្ចឹងណា
បាទ
អរគុណបងអរគុណ
ចាឥឡូវចេះយើងដល់បានបើសិនជាខ្ញុំមានលទ្ធភាពខ្ញុំទៅស្រុកខ្មែរយើងទៅជួបគ្នាយើងទៅនិយាយគ្នាតាមអញ្ចឹងវាអត់សូវមានបាទចាំយើងបានជួបគ្នាយើងរកវិធីណាមួយដើម្បីធ្វើការងារហ្នឹងឲ្យរីកចម្រើនទៅទៀតខ្ញុំមកចូលចិត្តទៅ
បាទមួយមនុស្ស
អញ្ចឹងបានបងគ្រីសគាត់ចង់សហការហើយគាត់ក៏ចង់ចូលរួមចំណាយដោយសារខ្ញុំធ្វើរយៈពេល21ឆ្នាំខ្ញុំប្រឹងតែម្នាក់ឯងបើនិយាយអត់ទៅខ្ញុំមាននរណាជួយរកលុយឲ្យខ្ញុំសោះហើយមួយខែខ្ញុំចំណាយចូល3ទៅ4អាចទៅ50000ខែណាខ្លះពួកក្មេងមួយខែ1500នាក់ញ៉ាំហើយប្រាក់ខែគ្រូហើយខ្ញុំអ្នកម្នាក់ឯងដើររកលុយហើយខ្ញុំរំពឹងទៅលើ visitor ហើយខ្ញុំដើរទៅប្រទេសក្រៅគេអញ្ជើញទៅតែគេអត់ខ្ញុំសុខចិត្តទៅដើរលក់ទ្រព្យសម្បត្តិខ្ញុំទៀតអញ្ចឹងបានថាខ្ញុំហេតុតែចង់ជួយមនុស្សហើយចង់រីកអផវិធីហ្នឹង
មានអ្នកណាធ្វើបានទេមនុស្សម្នាក់
បាទ
មនុស្សម្នាក់ឯងជួយម្នាក់ឯងបានផងខ្ញុំជួយម្នាក់ឯងបានទេខ្ញុំខ្លួនឯងជួយបានទេខ្ញុំធ្វើកម្មវិធី
ខ្ញុំនិយាយត្រង់ខ្ញុំយ៉ាប់សង្គ្រាមមកខ្ញុំយ៉ាប់ហ្មងគឺខ្ញុំមកនៅស្រុកគេហ្នឹងមកនៅគេថាអត់មានប្រាក់ខែអត់មានអីទាំងអស់គឺគេឲ្យតាមមករស់ដូច្នេះខ្ញុំយ៉ាងយ៉ាប់តិចបើនិយាយហ្នឹង
ចាំបានមនុស្សទេអ្នកណាជួយអ្នកណាបានទេ
ខ្ញុំមានតែសមត្ថភាពមានតែលទ្ធភាពអាចជួយទេការយល់ដឹងទេតែប៉ុណ្្នឹង
ខ្ញុំទៅរៀនអានេះខ្ញុំសិក្សារឿងហ្នឹង system ជួយមនុស្សហ្នឹងជួយវាបានច្រើន
តិចដូចបងនិយាយថាអ្នកខ្លះគាត់និយាយចឹងគាត់ថាគាត់ជួយខ្លួនគាត់មិនបានផងហើយគាត់ម្នាក់ចិញ្ចឹមកូនតែ2នាក់មិនបានហើយខ្ញុំចិញ្ចឹមក្មេងរាប់ពាន់នាក់ឲ្យបាយហូបឲ្យរៀនហ្វ្រីមិនមែនត្រឹមតែចិញ្ចឹមទេឲ្យរៀនឲ្យបាយហូបសម្បែកអាវក៏ថាស្អីក៏ឲ្យទាំងអស់ព្រោះគាត់អត់ afford បានអញ្ចឹងគេឆ្ងល់ខ្ញុំគេថាខ្ញុំឈួតគ្រប់គ្នាហ្នឹងសុខចិត្តប្រឹងលាក់មួយថ្ងៃទៅ
ចាំគេរកអ្នកដែលនិយាយសំកាត់អ្នកដែលនិយាយថាបងប្អូនស្រីឈួតគឺមនុស្សអត់មានគូក្បាលទេនិយាយអញ្ចឹងមិន
ទេបងតែគេគិតថាខ្ញុំប្រឹងគេថានេះតួនាទីរដ្ឋាភិបាលមិនមែនតួនាទីខ្ញុំទេព្រោះឃើញក្មេងដើរសុំទានដើរឬសម្រាម
ហ្នឹងហើយអានឹងវាត្រូវមួយបាទ
បើយើងនិយាយពីបុណ្យកសលវិញបើថាយើងនិយាយពីរឿងបុណ្យវិញអញ្ចឹងគឺខ្ញុំចង់ធ្វើអីពីបេះដូងរបស់ខ្ញុំហើយខ្ញុំមានលទ្ធភាពខ្ញុំអាចប្រឹងប្រែងហើយខ្ញុំគិតថាខ្ញុំអាចបដូរបានអញ្ចឹងមនុស្សរាប់ពាន់នាក់ដែលចេញពីកណ្ដោសម្រាមហើយរាល់ថ្ងៃរៀន1500នាក់នៅកន្លែងខ្ញុំសិតតែអ្នកក្រីក្រដែលក្រមិនអាចជួយខ្លួនឯងបានតែខ្ញុំអាចជួយគាត់បានអញ្ចឹងមិនថាបើយើងអាចជួយគ្នា together ដោយបងគ្រីគាត់ចង់ connect ទាំងអស់គ្នាហ្នឹងណាទោះជាបន្តិចក្តីច្រើនក្តីឧបមាឥឡូវខ្ញុំនិយាយប្រាប់គាត់ថា idea ខ្ញុំមួយទៀតខ្ញុំគិតថាឧបមាឥឡូវគាត់មានមិត្តភ័ក្តិប្រហែលអ្នកគាត់ connect ម្នាក់ជួយតែក្មេងម្នាក់ចោះមួយថ្ងៃតែ$1ទេខ្ញុំអាចធ្វើបានបើសិនគាត់ចំណាយតែ$1គាត់ skip តែកាហ្វេគាត់បន្តិចខ្ញុំអាចជួយក្មេងមួយថ្ងៃ$1ឲ្យគាត់រៀនឲ្យបាយហូបឲ្យសម្ភារៈឲ្យគាត់គ្រប់គ្រាន់អញ្ចឹងយើងគិតថា$1ខ្ញុំជឿថាមិនក្រទេមួយខែ$30គាត់អាចជួយបានបើសិនអ្នកដទៃគាត់ធ្វើអត់បានតែខ្ញុំធ្វើបានអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំអាចជួយមនុស្សរាប់ពាន់រាប់ម៉ឺននាក់ឲ្យឈប់ដើរ សុំទៀនដើររើសម្រាប់ឲ្យក្មេងទាំងអស់នេះបើសិនខ្ញុំអត់ជួយខ្ញុំនិយាយស្បាត់ថ្ងៃនេះថ្ងៃសិលថ្ងៃពេញខ្លាយជាក្មេងហ្គេងខ្លាយជាក្មេងបងធំបងតូចដើរឆោតភ្លេចពេញប្រទេសជាតិ
បាទយល់ណា
ពួកយើងយកពីបញ្ហាណាយើងកំពុងរកមធ្យោបាយដោះស្រាយហើយខ្ញុំសូមនិយាយពីអស់បេះដូងខ្ញុំមិនកំពុងនិយាយទៅវាដាច់ទៅណាមានគេប្រាប់ខ្ញុំថាវប្បធម៌ខ្មែរយើងគឺវប្បធម៌អ្នកសុំទានខ្ញុំឈឺចិត្តណាស់ខ្ញុំចង់បំបត្តិអាហ្នឹងយល់ចិត្តខ្ញុំទេ
បងបាច់ចង់ទេខ្ញុំបំបត្តិ
មិនឲ្យសុំទានទៀតទេកុំដាសុំគេសុំអាឡាក៏មិនសុំដែរត្រូវតែបង្រៀនវាចេះរកលុយខ្ញុំនៅតែអាមេរិកនេះគេបង្រៀនមនុស្សឲ្យចេះជួយខ្លួនឯងអូខេគេហៅថាបង្ហាញមនុស្សឲ្យចេះជួយត្រីគេឲ្យទូចដងសន្ទូចគេបង្ហាញផ្លូវអានឹងឲ្យបានមកយើងកែជាប្រទេសយើងបានបើយើងដើរសុំខ្ញុំអាឡាម្នាក់គុំអានឹងស្រាញចិត្តទេណាអានឹងរឿងបកគោទេណាតែសម្រាប់ខ្ញុំវាមិនចង់លុយទេគេថាទេ
បងខ្ញុំនិយាយរឿង
អានឹងខ្ញុំថាមិនផលបានថាបន្ទាប់បន្សំណាខ្ញុំអត់តិចទេ
បើឯងនិយាយហ្នឹងconnectជាមួយនឹងកូនក្មេងឬក៏ connect ជាមួយអ្នកដើរធ្វើ fundraising
ហ្នឹងជា idea មួយអត់អីទេអត់តអីទេបើគាត់ថាយើងចង់បរិញ្ញាមនុស្សកិច្ចការខ្ញុំចង់ធ្វើបរិញ្ញាមនុស្សចេះជួយខ្លួនឯងទេ
ខ្ញុំនិយាយseparate គ្នាចាបើ fundraising
ជួយដល់សន្និដ្ឋាន
ឲ្យបរិញ្ញាមនុស្សឲ្យការថ្ងៃមុខចាឲ្យដល់សុំគេ
យល់ហើយ
ប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំចង់និយាយរឿងដូចក្មេងទាំងអស់នេះបើយើងមិនប្រឹងជួយគ្នាទេគឺអត់ទៅការទេទោះជាខ្ញុំមានលុយប្រហែលក៏ខ្ញុំលក់ទ្រព្យទាំងអស់ទាំងអស់ក៏អត់គ្រាន់តែអញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវតែប្រឹងប្រែងសុំគេហ្នឹងដើម្បីឧបមាអ្នកមានទឹកចិត្តគាត់អាចជួយបានអូខេអញ្ចឹងមិនឃើញស្រុកខ្មែរយើងបើសិនអង្គការទាំងអស់ប្រហែលរាប់ម៉ឺនអង្គការតែខ្ញុំគិតថាអង្គការដែល active ដែលល្អយើងអត់គ្រាប់ថាប្រហែលខ្ទង់អត់ដល់100អង្គការអញ្ចឹងហើយគ្រាន់តែថាអ្វីដែលគាត់អាចជួយបើសិនជាគាត់មើលឃើញថាអូខេអានេះខ្ញុំអាចជួយបានអញ្ចឹងគាត់ជួយសម្បីតែខ្ញុំគិតថាបងមិនអាចមានលុយ1លានឬក៏10000មួយខែយកមកជួយទេមិនអាច$1ក៏បានដែរបងតម្លាក់ថាអូខេខ្ញុំជួយក្មេងម្នាក់ដើម្បីឲ្យគាត់បានចប់បាក់ឌុបអញ្ចឹងមួយថ្ងៃខ្ញុំចំណាយ$1ខ្ញុំជួយបានអញ្ចឹងបងអាចជួយបានខ្លាចជា donor មួយអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំចង់និយាយចេះបើសិនជាថាឲ្យតែមិនមែនរឿងទៅដើរអូគិតតែសុំគេដើម្បីបរៀនក្មេងឲ្យវាចេះក្មេងត្រូវតែរៀនណាប៉ុន្តែយើងដើម្បីជួយឲ្យក្មេងហ្នឹងឲ្យបើចប់ទិសដៅសិនអញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវការរកលុយដើម្បីផ្គត់ផ្គង់ត្រូវតែមានគ្រូមានបាយឲ្យក្មេងហូបគ្រាន់តែខ្ញុំការបកកើតដំបងអត់ទាន់មានបាយក្មេងមកដេកពេញក្នុងថ្នាក់ពួកគាត់ហត់ហេវណាគាត់ទៅធ្វើការយប់ថ្ងៃហ្នឹងគាត់មករៀនអាហ្នឹងខ្ញុំទៅសារដែលគាត់អាចមករៀនបានអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំទិញអង្គឲ្យម៉ែឲ្យគាត់ទៀតដើម្បីឲ្យគាត់ឈប់ប្រើកូនហ្នឹងទៅរើសម្រាប់យប់ខ្ញុំសុខចិត្តអាហ្នឹងគេហៅសោកកូនដើម្បីកូនគាត់សោះហ្នឹងខ្ញុំទៅសោកយកអង្គទាំងបាយទាំងទៀតឲ្យគាត់មួយខែ50គីឡូដើម្បីឈប់ឲ្យក្មេងនឹងដើររើសម្រាប់យប់ហើយខ្ញុំបាននឹងលុយនឹងមកពីណាអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំទៅរកអ្នកដែលជួយឧបមាថាបងគ្រីគាត់ថាគាត់អាចជួយមនុស្សម្នាក់អញ្ចឹង$1ទេគាត់អាចចំណាយទៅឲ្យគាត់ជួយ10000មួយខែគាត់អាចជួយបានទេតែ$1មួយថ្ងៃគាត់ជួយបានអញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងខ្ញុំនិយាយថា strategy ដែលវាងាយស្រួលហើយមនុស្សខ្លះគាត់អាចជួយបានព្រោះវាតិចតួចតែចំពោះ
ជួយឲ្យយោបល់ទេចាអញ្ចឹងតតែមកពិភពលោកហ្នឹងមានតែ donate ទៅកន្លែងហ្នឹងមួយប៉ុន្តែមនុស្សតែសុំ donation មួយឡាមួយថ្ងៃហ្នឹងមានរាប់មិនអស់យល់ទេអត់ថ្ងៃដែលធ្វើឲ្យយើងធ្វើអត់បានហ្នឹងព្រោះអីមិនមែនមានតែសារអង្គការយើងមួយទេវាមានច្រើនមែនទេ
ខ្ញុំចង់និយាយចា
ខ្ញុំខ្លួនណាបងតារាមែនណាបងប្អូនមនុស្សពេញ
បង
ថាមានច្រើនមែនទេអ្នកសុំ
យើងបើកម៉ានយើងបន្តិចឧបមាថាឥឡូវមនុស្សរាប់កោតលាននេះខ្ញុំអត់ទៅសុំរាប់កោតខ្ញុំសុំតែ1000នាក់ទេឧបមាថា1500នាក់ក្មេងខ្ញុំសុំតែ1500នាក់គិតថាក្នុងលើពិភពលោកប្រទេសមួយអាចឧបមាឥឡូវអាមេរិកជួយត្រឹមក្មេង100នាក់នៅកាណាដាជួយ100អញ្ចឹងក្នុង1000នាក់ខ្ញុំមកប្រទេសមានច្រើនអ្នកណាស់អញ្ចឹងបើសិនជា1500នាក់ខ្ញុំគិតថាសំបីតាបងគ្រីក៏គាត់អាច connect មិត្តភ័ក្តិគាត់អាចជួយម្នាក់ដូចខ្ញុំបានសុំទៅមេបែងគាត់អាចជួយក្មេង50នាក់អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំនៅតែក្មេង1400នាក់ឯង1450នាក់ឯងអញ្ចឹងខាងអ្នកផ្សេងគាត់អាចជួយម្នាក់អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំគិតថាគ្រាន់តែ1000នាក់យើងមិនសុំលើពិភពលោកទេបងអញ្ចឹងដូចបងនិយាយមិញគឺថា
អង្គការidea សុំគេមួយឡាហ្នឹងសុភ័ណ្ឌមួយខែ30ហើយចុះ1លានអ្នក2លានអ្នកមានគេប្រាប់ខ្ញុំចឹងណាអត់អីទេអូនអត់មានតោះអីទេអត់មានតោះអីគឺមធ្យោបាយទាំងអស់មធ្យោបាយវាមានច្រើនណាស់ដូចបងថាចឹងផ្លូវដើរវាមានច្រើនណាស់អូនឯង
ចាធ្វើមិនឲ្យតាធ្វើមិនយើងអាច connect គ្នាអញ្ចឹងបានវាល្អមិនមែនថាចុះ1លានអ្នកយើងមិនទៅសុំដូចឥឡូវខ្ញុំសួរថានៅអាមេរិកប្រហែលលានអ្នកយើងដាក់ទៅតើបានទាំងអស់គ្នាអត់យ៉ាងច្រើន20អ្នក50អ្នកហ្នឹង អត់អាច1លានអ្នកនឹងយកមកជួយ$1នឹងទេអញ្ចឹងគាត់អត់ដឹងទៅជួយណាខ្លះខ្ញុំក៏អត់ដឹងអានឹង30សធាជ្រះថ្លារបស់គាត់ព្រោះអីអ្វីដែលគាត់អាចជួយបានគឺខ្ញុំជឿថាpoverty គឺ review ហើយដែលខ្ញុំចង់ជួយហ្នឹងគឺខ្ញុំចង់ឲ្យមនុស្សឈប់ដើរសុំទានមនុស្សឈប់រស់នៅភាពក្រីក្រតពូជដែលខ្ញុំឲ្យតម្រេះវិជាហ្នឹងគឺគាត់អត់អាចរស់តពូជបានទេព្រោះខ្ញុំគិតថា
ឲ្យបងសុំទានអត់សុំទេឲ្យបងលក់របស់ដែលជួយជីវិតគេជួយបងផ្សាយមួយថ្ងៃ1ថ្ងៃបាច់គេក៏បានដែរមានអ្នកបង្រៀនយើងកុំឲ្យលក់ដីលក់ផ្ទះលក់កូនលក់របស់តែគេត្រូវការឈឺគ្មានអ្នកណាមួយមកធ្វើការជាមួយបងទេតើអ្នកណាគេខំទៅធ្វើអស់ហ្នឹងយកលុយមកឲ្យយើងបើទៅធ្វើការមិនធ្វើផងយល់ទេអាហ្នឹងគំនិតខុសៗគ្នាណាខ្ញុំផ្សាយអាហ្នឹងជារបស់ដែលរបស់តែយកលុយពីអ្នកមាន
បងទៅមើលតែកន្លែងដែលបើបងណាត់ខ្ញុំតែបងណាត់ថា
ជួយជីវិតគេណា
គ្នាខ្ញុំក៏ជើងមុនក៏បងចង់មកកន្លែងខ្ញុំដែរតែលើកនេះបងថានឹងសង្ឃឹមជួបគ្នាខ្ញុំក៏ថាបងជួបគ្នាអីទេប៉ុន្តែអ្វីដែលឥឡូវអីដែលកន្លែងដែលធ្វើពិតប្រកបបងឯងគួរតែមកមើលពិតប្រកបហើយមកគិតថាយើងអាចសហការគ្នាមិនឬក៏មិនមែនតែសុំតែរឿងសុំទេ
តែបងសប្បាយចិត្តណាស់ឃើញផ្លូវដើរច្រើនប៉ុន្តែអត់បានទៅទាំងអស់ព្រោះចូលឆ្នាំណាចូលឆ្នាំ level គ្រប់គ្នាអូនឯងក៏ level ចូលឆ្នាំផង celebration ផងបងប្អូនផងភាគច្រើនគេ level ណាអញ្ចឹងបានទៅ
ទេទៅ level ស្ដាប់បងlevel ហ្នឹង HQ ទេអញ្ចឹងឲ្យតែយើងឆ្លៀតអត់អីទេ level
ខ្ញុំ contact អូនឯង contact everybody បើអ្នកណាមានពេលជួបទៅណាខាងបងក៏ level ខាងអូនឯងក៏ level ហើយចូលឆ្នាំដល់ស្រាប់ហើយ level ណាហើយទៅបានសម្រាប់បានទៅជួបមេដឹកនាំនៅស្រុកខ្មែរហើយដែល12ឆ្នាំគ្មានអ្នកណាធ្វើការសម្រាប់តើតែខ្ញុំចុះទៅខ្លួនឯងផ្ទាល់ខ្ញុំបានជួបអ្នកធំមួយដែលគេដឹងច្បាប់គេធានាបើអត់មានអ្នកណារករឿងខ្ញុំទេបើសិនតែបើកនៅស្រុកខ្មែរគេអ្នកស្គាល់ច្បាប់ឥឡូវនេះខ្ញុំកំពុងរត់ការដើម្បីឲ្យម្ចាស់ក្រុមហ៊ុននៅអាមេរិកនេះទៅបើកនៅស្រុកខ្មែរព្រោះឥឡូវហ្នឹងខ្មែរយើងទៅយកពីថៃខ្មែរយើងពេលឈឺទៅព្យាបាលស្រុកថៃយើងធ្លាប់លឺណាអត់ទុកចិត្តពេទ្យនៅខ្មែរទេទៅព្យាបាលស្រុកថៃទៅ check up ទៅមើលព្យាបាលទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងហើយបានស្គាល់របស់នេះពីថៃទិញពីថៃឲ្យប្រយោជន៍ទៅថៃខ្ញុំចង់ឲ្យខ្មែរមានប្រយោជន៍នៅស្រុកខ្មែរខ្ញុំពុះពៀទៅដើរលេង vacation ក៏ដោយទៅធ្វើការរហូតឥឡូវបានជួបអ្នកដែលមាន
បងភីមានបង
បើសិនជាបានបើកបើសិនជាបានបើកមិនមែនតែប្រទេសខ្មែរយើងនឹងមានសំណាងណាស់
មានសំណាងណាស់ Can you hold your thought for a second please
ចាប់ហើយនិយាយចាប់ហើយ
I've been listening if I didn't fully understand Khmer but I think I can understand enough so I just wanted to go back to your question and what was the reason we have this meeting. The reason we had this meeting was for me to introduce Bong Pi Min. Basically, the meeting's about Michaela, lovely heart. She needed advisory board. So I told her, let me just go ahead and reach out to as many co-founders as possible to see you tell her your story, why you need them as advisory board. And that's it. Number two, the meeting is about how do we accept those contributions? How do we accept when it comes to monetary? How do we accept them? What is the process? So those are the meetings about, okay? That's the reason why we're talking about fundraising, because it's got to do with nonprofit organization. Now, we didn't need to talk about building generational wealth. We don't need to talk about planned money trade. That's another subject matter. Having the right mindset is another subject matter. But don't mistaking what we're doing. We don't go out there and ask what you, from my understanding, you think we're going out there looking for a handout. What I'm saying to you is since this is a nonprofit organization, we need to support those children. We need to start to build the great Khmer Empire. We have to start with our children. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's Khmer children, it's people that take action upon loving Khmer culture. So we're going to help them, people like Bong Pi Min, we're going to help them because they always started for 20 years. She's doing an amazing job. How many students you have right now, Bong?
At school 1,500, but grade 8 so far, total with vocational training more than 10,000.
So right now we have over 1,100, including Michaela, right? For the next 20 years. So what we're trying to do is, as you can see, we have to have nonprofit organization, and that's why I agreed to do fundraising. I told them I don't donate. I don't believe in donate. I don't believe in handout, but I believe in doing something of value in exchange. If I believe you have something of value, I'm going to do everything in my power. If I have to sell my shirt to give you what I make, I do that for you. For me to do fundraising, to put golf outing together, to do a soccer event together, I'm going to sit on behalf of doing fundraising because I've been helping Bong Pi Min. Bong Pi Min been doing this for the last 20 years. She have over 10,000 students already. So we still continue to grow to build this great Khmer empire. That's where it's going to start, Bong. Now, I also discussed with her how we are going to be self-sustainable. If you can't do fundraising, if you cannot get contribution to give you monetary to do your project, to build that nonprofit organization, I'm going to show you, we explore real estate, we explore, right, Bon? We explore cafe for Michaela to do a franchise cafe so that she have self-sustainable and many other business that we want to implement with her. And then Bong Dara, how do we build generation from Bong Dara? Look, he have this amazing talent, but how do I monetize this money for him?
Yeah,
that's in the plan of
តែខ្ញុំ
action.
មកទៅលេងជើងហ្នឹងអត់ចង់បានទេអត់ត្រូវការទេប៉ុន្តែអាណិតក្មេងៗឃើញវាចេះគូចេះរកស៊ីមិនចេះសុំទានគេស្រឡាញ់ហ្មងថាជើងឲ្យលុយ500ទៅទេណាគាត់ឲ្យរូបមួយកនូ2 3ដែរតែតិចខ្ញុំយកបន្ទុកឲ្យមើលទាំងអស់គ្នា
So this is the reason why I asked Bong Dara to be involved with non-profit organization. If he would be involved, volunteer, or we pay him based on fundraising, but he do it on a virtual basis. Me, I would donate and volunteer to put my soccer program together for Bong School, but Michaela School, or any new coming. So you see, because the connection is give us vision, give us idea. So it starts from
the heart. Okay, speak from the heart.
But like I said, Bong, I admire your passion. I love the way you want to build wealth for Khmer and you wanted to change the mindset, but it's going to take every single block, every single step to get there. And that's why you and I are still connected, because I believe in you, Bong.
Yeah. គាត់ទៅពេលវេលានិយាយហ្នឹងគេមិនចូលមកនិយាយយើងផងពេលវេលាគេរកលុយអ្នកតែគេចេះរកលុយបងប្រាប់ឲ្យហើយយើងចំណាយពេលនិយាយគ្នាច្រើនណាស់អត់បានការអីទេតែគ្មាន result គេមិនចូលមកទៀតទេបងគ្មានអ្នកណា patient ដូចបងទេបងចង់ជួយខ្មែរណានិយាយឲ្យមានខ្លឹមសារឲ្យមានសមត្ថភាពឲ្យមាន result ឲ្យមាន relationship ទៅថ្ងៃមុខតែយើងនិយាយអត់ត្រូវខ្សែគ្នាគេអត់ចូលមកទៀតទេគ្រាន់តែពេលវេលាក៏គ្មានដែរគេថាសោះអាមេរិកនេះណាពេលវេលាថ្លៃជាងលុយទៀតដែលលឺបងតារា
យល់ខ្ញុំយល់
លុយនៅពេលវេលាគេថាមនុស្សមានពេលមានលុយមានពេលតិចជាងលុយមិនមែនបានលេងតែពួកនឹងមានទេគឺថាពេលវេលាគឺគ្មានផងអញ្ចឹងពេលនិយាយអីឲ្យមានខ្លឹមសារបើចង់ឲ្យគេចូលរួម
វាត្រូវហើយបងឯកភាពតែដូចគ្រីគាត់ចង់ព្យាយាមហ្នឹងខ្ញុំយល់ព្រោះអីគាត់គិតថាគាត់អាចនឹង connect ហើយជានិយាយទៅគាត់ fundraising គាត់ប្រាប់ខ្ញុំដែរគាត់ថាអត់សុំលុយគេទេគឺលក់ product ឬក៏លក់ T-shirt ឬក៏ sock ដែលគាត់នឹង connect ទាំងអស់អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំក៏សប្បាយចិត្តខ្ញុំថាល្អអញ្ចឹងព្រោះអីយើងចង់ធ្វើ sustainable project long term មិនមែនរឿងសុំលុយនិយាយទៅdonation ហ្នឹងគឺខ្សោយទៅហើយសំបីតែ UNICEF ប៉ុណ្ណាណៃក៏រក fund បានដែរអញ្ចឹង
ដូចអ្នករៀនខាងហ្នឹងមនុស្សកំពុងធ្លាក់ខ្លួនក្រសំបីសមរិចមកពីអាចមកពី
ក្រអញ្ចឹងបានថាបើយើងអាចជួយគ្នាបាន connect គ្នាទៅបើយើងមិនអាចជួយគ្នាមិនដឹងធ្វើម៉េចទេបងព្រោះពេលវេលារបស់ឯងអញ្ចឹង
ជួយយោបល់
គឺមានតម្លៃខ្លាំងណាស់
ចា
ម្នាក់គឺ
ចង់ជួយចំណុចហ្នឹងឯងចាបងជួយមកហ្នឹងចំណាយពេលហ្នឹងចង់ជួយចំណុចហ្នឹងមកស្ដាប់រឿងឲ្យអស់ចង់ជួយចំណុចមកចង់ជួយតែពេលមកចំណាយពេលផងបងទុំមកបានសម្រាប់មិនទៅបានសម្រាប់ហ្នឹងណា
ខ្ញុំអរគុណហើយបងបានមកឯងចូលរួមហើយទៅចែកគ្នាអត់អីទេហើយណាមួយពេលវេលាដូចបងឯងនិយាយចឹងមានតម្លៃណាស់ខ្ញុំមួយថ្ងៃរត់ឆ្វេងរត់ស្ដាំរត់ឆ្វេងដើម្បីជួយតម្លឹងរាប់ពាន់អ្នកនេះចារកតែពេលចុងកាលមក3ខ្ញុំទៅបានបាយផងប៉ុន្តែដើម្បីអី nhom lẽ băng mình men đam bay nhom tê còn anh vậy còn anh nhom trong bàn ập trong ở khi mình được đa sông tiền pin lấy hai của nhom ập trong khi mình được cro to pui là hô pi mà chẩn đoán mùi tê chẩn đoán mùi chăng nhom ai bầm bặt ban chởn na không để nhom mà tiền tăng bị đam lô là ban miên côn và to tiền tai côn còn ban tới ban tiền sâu thật là trầm từ ruột từ ấy na bờ sân chỉ nhom mặt ban chui quạt cát côn mà to đa sông tiền đa rơi sầm làm cho to là hô tai nhom ai chui ban mà được mình
nè
nè
còn đang on cha đang on
แล้วก็ประกาศ
บางแต่เปรียบแต่นั่นคลอดจะจังหวะให้
ปันแต่บองคลาวจัดยมทั่วหัวไงตัวครูหัวไง
Chính
ไว้
cái
ก่อ
hỏi
นละ
ngay
เมา
nhưng mà thôi cao sẽ cao một cái hỏi ngay mình than đây cái bài
ยมทั่ว
này
หัวไง
lấy ngay cái phong sợi dây mùi khơi tiết đấy bảo kia mặt khé nhưng mà cho mà tê à lấy bong còn trong vậy thay dân trong ao pro dự bóng nè của những score này bong score on phim hai bong là ra kia nè bị chết tay có á mai như nghe còn trong ban tuổi trao thì mày ban trao chỉ nâng nè buổi hình dư hình tích hay bong vô bị pan nhà ha bị phốp lô mà nữ rồi sao anh vô financial education nâng nè bạn crom mà bị phốp lô hay là vậy để cô ở shocking nè cứ xung bây giờ mà té mà rít mà té nè miên và ham nai của cro đây mưa statistic á 80 tới 90% rồi cùng dây hướng sông tiền kia sao nhưng mà ai thử nhưng mà trong chui là sông tiền nhưng mà ai tơi chỉ là sông tiền tê sông kê cứ chỉ là sông tiền nó còn là dụ bo nhom
សូមទោសខ្ញុំសូមលាសិនណាព្រោះកាន់តែល្ងាចខ្ញុំត្រូវបញ្ចប់រូបនេះតែខ្ញុំតទៅទៀតខ្ញុំបាទ
សំខាន់យើងបេះដូងយើង
បាទនិយាយចាំតាក់ទងគ្នាទៀតណាបាទអរគុណបាទ
សំខាន់បេះដូងយើងគូយ៉ាងមួយ
ចាំតាក់ទងខ្ញុំណាពីមានបងស្រីពីមានចាំតាក់ទង Facebook ណាខ្ញុំជួយខ្ញុំអាចជួយបង្រៀនក្មេងបានបាទអរគុណបាទ
អរគុណច្រើនបាទបាយ
បាយបាយ
លាបង
ជូនពរអស់គ្នាធ្វើល្អបានល្អ Yeah, so I was trying to be patient. Okay, the minute you talk about contribution donate, I don't hear anything that's going to lead to building my empire. I just asked that question. I know the meeting is just to find out about Michaela, how we should support her. Okay, so Bong Score Pimian too. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, the meeting is not about building empire. The meeting is just about.
Let's go down with you.
Yeah, that's why I specifically told you this is a 30-minute. It's gonna be 1, we just introduce each other. 2, we're gonna ask Michaela to tell us why she need advisory board because she had a direction from Princess Suma Noordam. So I told her I'm gonna do you a big favor. I'm gonna go ahead and reach out to my co-founder for.
It's good to get to know each other.
Yeah, so let's see if they would listen to you, but I don't control the end result. I told her I can only get you connected, and then you tell the reason why. And then after that, we're going to talk about if when I do fundraising, most likely I'll be donating shirts, shoes, sword, and stuff, merchandise. But there's going to be time people give me $20, $30, $100. Now it's money. So if people give you money, how do we process those finance? How do we make it?
Yeah.
So that's what the meeting was all about. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Yeah, but I'm sorry that you misunderstood the agenda. You know, that's the reason why we spoke about fundraising.
I know it's part of the meeting. I know it's not part of the meeting. How are we going to build my empire? But we talk about,
we're not talking about building my empire. We're talking about 2 things. How do we get Michaela's to build her advisory board? How do we?
So Michaela took out on NGO, right?
She have a company. She just started a company.
A nonprofit.
It's a nonprofit organization. So she went through she went through a lot of ripple, a lot of turbulence. So I told her, guys, don't attack her. Let me talk to her. I spoke to Michaela. I understand her passion. That's why I introduced her to Bong Pimian. I asked Bong Pimian to be her big sister to make sure she's doing everything's right because she didn't have the experience and people would like tearing her up.
Huh?
And I didn't. People were tearing her up.
Who?
You know what I mean? Like talk. Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's why I need
because she created a nonprofit.
It's a long story. It's like I said. Yeah, let me just end this recording, then I could talk to you privately.
Okay.